What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm out here in the shop tonight and I'm working on trying to build a grill guard for my 5610 here. And I bought some metal a while back and it's basically just going to be two pieces of flat bar. I've got a little mark right here on the angle and I'm going to have to make it on this loader mount bracket right here. And I kind of want it to come up, it's got to come up at an angle so that this front nose cone piece can open up. And it's not going to be like a mesh screen or anything. Just kind of want something on there where if you pick the loader up, pick something up with a loader and a chain to keep it from swinging into the front of the tractor like it's known to happen. And so basically it's just going to be two pieces of flat bar, one on each side with a couple pieces of pipe across. But I've got to get my angle right so that the loader clears the grill guard when it comes up, and the nose cone here also clears when you open it as well, where the piece of pipe comes across. So that's what I'm working on. It's a little bit warm out here still, but anyway, I'm gonna start this tractor up, raise the loader up, and kind of make sure that the angle I have marked on here is gonna work. This is 1/2 by 3 flat bar here. I just kind of marked me an angle on there like that to kind of take a look at how that would come out somewhere in that area right there to guard. So that's what I got in mind. Of course, I'll round the corners and everything on it, but that's what I got in mind to do. Well, I can pretty well already tell you I'm going to be very limited in what I can do right here to make this fit. I was really wanting to get a piece of pipe right across in front of this right here to guard this. That's not going to be possible. I'm going to have to run my pipe a little bit lower down here and just leave the two bars sticking up on the outsides of the nose cone here so that it will open, because there's not enough room in between the nose cone and the loader bracket up there. So I'm just going to have to get this up here so it'll clear the loader and just not put a pipe up as high as I had planned to. And I'll just round the corners of this up here, I guess, and see what it looks like. But the nose cone is going to have to come in between the flat bar like that in order to open. If I put a piece of pipe across, it's not going to work. Alright, so I've got the angles on the bottom of them cut here at the same angle, matched them up. And on the other end, I just took an old flat disc I had here, laid up here, marked it with a paint pen I had there, and in order to get some type of radius on here so it wouldn't be just a sharp corner. And so I'm going to cut this out, I guess with guess I can use my bandsaw and try to follow this, and then take a grinder and clean it up to see how it works out. Alright, so I just took the bandsaw and kind of clipped each corner and the end across here, kind of followed my profile a little bit, just 3 cuts. Now I'm going to take a flat disc with my angle grinder there, clean this up and round it into this contour so they'll both be the same, and then we'll be ready to see where our pipes go and try to get it fitted up. Alrighty, that's what she looks like after some grinding with a flat disc. Doesn't look too bad. So I'm gonna get this stuff fitted up here, figure out exactly how it's gonna have to go and where I got to get my pipes that's gonna go across this to set in order for the nose cone to open up. Alright, so this is what I have in mind. I just got these stuck up here with magnets right here, squares. And then I got this clamp right here. Hopefully it's long enough. Yeah, barely. And then I've got these 2 pieces of pipe right here that I was hoping to put one of them up here at the top, but I don't think that's going to work out that way because of the way that this nose cone opens. I think I'm going to have to go down here at the bottom with it. So anyway, we'll get it wedged in there. See if I can get this up here all at the same time, but I got enough hands to hold it. Without knocking everything apart. Just a little bit of tension there. I'll knock that one off. Where it's got to go. Afraid that might happen. I kind of need to fit it up here to see where it's gonna. I could build it on the floor, but I kind of need it to fit up here to where I can see how this nose cone is going to open. Make sure I got clearance for it. Try again here. A little bit too warm out here to be working on this. have too much weight up here for this magnet to hold. Trying to hold this clamp and everything. Yeah, I think that's an issue. Too much weight up here. But I kind of get an idea here. I need to go no higher. It works out right there. And I may even cut this down some. I'm really careful the way it looks. Got this side piece over here turned the wrong direction. That's giving me somewhat of an idea right there. Get that to hold there for a minute. Getting a measurement with a tape measure here about how far down this needs to be in order for this to clear without too much issue. And then I got to make sure that the nose don't scrape the sides right there like it's trying to do. I really need to cut these down some more, I believe. But I like the protection that adds if you got something picked up with a chain, keep from bumping into it, but I don't know. I was really hoping that would work out a little better. I just don't see no way that it's going to and be able to clear. If I could pull it forward about another inch, it would. I don't think I got another inch to mess with there though. We're about 7.5 inches down right there. Roughly to make that clear. So if I put me a mark on these 7.5 inches down to the top of the pipe, center of the pipe in there, I can make that my top piece and then put this in the bottom somewhere down here. It wouldn't be real critical, and then that would work. I was really hoping that this would be taller. I guess if I'd have made it taller, it might would. No, not really. It would have still hit even if it was taller. If I had a longer loader on it where I could lean it out further and it wouldn't hit the cross piece up there, that would work. That's not the case either. So I guess about all I can do is go with what I got right here and tack it into place and see what it looks like. It's hard to do stuff by yourself. I've got it tacked up there just barely. That nose cone and everything, when I bought this tractor, you guys just watch the videos, know that it was all messed up and tweaked over, and it's not perfectly straight up and down. The radiator support and everything was tweaked on it where they run into something. But I'm doing the best I can with it, make that thing open up and close through there. I'm gonna let the loader down and make sure that it's gonna clear the loader brace when I let it down before I weld it up. It's sitting on the hydraulic line over there where those two hydraulic lines are at. It's hitting on the corner of that. It's real close though, so maybe I can pull it back just a little bit. If not, I may have to shorten these down just a little bit to make it work. All right, I put a come along on the other side and I pulled it up as much as I can. I got maybe a 1/2 inch gap in between that top pipe and that nose cone whenever it opens up. So that's as much as I can do for it. I'm gonna go ahead and get her tacked in place pretty solid. Alright guys, I've got this thing tacked on there. I'm going to have to make some kind of gusset for in here in this corner. And it's just too hot out here to be messing with this tonight. And so I'm going to wait and do that another day. Also, I'm going to have to trim off that corner right there on the top where that hydraulic line, it's barely clearing. It is clearing, but it's barely. I want a little bit more clearance than that, because I see that, you know, something getting slightly out of whack just a little bit, and that's going to create an issue and rip the hydraulic line off. So I'm going to trim the corners of that, make a little bit more radius on it on each side, and make some gussets there so that it'll be a little stronger. Bring it around on this side over here. You can see there's just not much clearance right there, but it will clear, just barely. I'll let that down right on top of my MIG gun. That's real good. But anyway, it does clear. As I say, I just need to put a gusset on the corners, make it a little bit stronger, and I'll trim this corner down right in here some kind of way on each side, make it match. All right, guys, so this is what I came up with. I'm done with it except for finish painting it. I run out of paint. So I got a few bare spots. I had to pick up another can of spray paint. But what I wound up doing was I notched these corners off on both sides right here to give a little bit of extra clearance. I've got probably 3/4 of an inch, something like that, when these lines here come past it now. So that'll work. I wound up cutting a piece of square tubing and make it a gusset here on each side. And it really probably could use one going this way to stiffen this up to keep it from twisting back if you were to push something. But it's pretty solid like it is. And you know, this is not for ramming stuff. It's just a grill guard protection. You know, if you're picking up something with the loader and it swings on a chain, bumps into it, or if you're moving a bale of hay or something, trying to stack it on top of another one, you get up against it a little bit or something like that. You know, it gives some protection. But again, if you take off and try to ram something with it, you know, it'll bend. But anyway, that's all I like, is finishing up the paint a little bit. Ran out of paint, a few bare spots and whatnot. Other than that, it's done. I'm happy with it, I guess. Like the way it turned out. So I guess that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.